One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Blue Devils will put toe to leather and we'll get started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Northwestern's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Wildcats have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it first and 10 from the 13. On the run, still looking. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's blocked. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Duke's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the ball of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Get set, get set.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the gift.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where it shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers, they're just so dynamic.
Northwestern right back to the line. A first down run in the red zone. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. They'll try to pound their way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
He breaks a tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Running to Green. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. After the run, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Right on the money. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a 1st down for Northwestern. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Lost a throw on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Right around on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him this time.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
He rifles one deep to the left. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
The offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the 3rd quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run the option. The pitch. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Blue Devils have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for a deep man. Hits him inside the 20, still going. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. Give to the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Bro, he gets 10.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They go to the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
It's complete to the left. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. The Wildcats have it in scoring position on first and goal. He wants to throw it again. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They're trying to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots. But
fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that bet. Good coverage.
Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback's got the first.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And now on second down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Blue Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Nice move there. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback?
Going for it all. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it.
There he goes. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using it.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And when you're running the ball of going to play action, you get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Wildcats, now with a long way to go, fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. They want that clock to run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The hand to the running back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
First and goal.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage.
Touchdown, Northwestern, and the beatdown has ensued. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That will put the wrap on things from here. The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Penn. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinators.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Blasted as he lets it go. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each other.
Turning it on! They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Northwestern! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Free kick out of bounds.